Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this tarot pick a card reading. So in today's reading we're going to be getting an idea of who wants to reach out to you. So who is this person, what is your connection to them, and we're also going to be pulling some oracle and channeled messages to get an idea of what exactly they're thinking, what exactly they're feeling, and what the reason is for them reaching out. As you can see here, we have 3 piles. We have pile number 1 with the amethyst, pile number 2 with the rose quartz, and pile number 3 with the clear quartz. So go ahead and reflect on the 3 piles, figure out which pile resonates the most with you, which one you feel the most drawn to. If you're feeling drawn to more than one pile, you can definitely watch both of the readings. There may be specific messages in there for you. I will have timestamps down below so you can go ahead and skip to your readings. And I just want to say, if you enjoy this, if it resonates with you, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the amethyst, this is your pile. So first of all, I just want to get an idea of who you are and who this other person is. Okay, that one popped out. So as I was going to say, this first card is going to represent you. This second card is going to represent the other person. So that one wanted to pop out. So we'll go ahead and consider this to be your card, your energy. Let's go ahead and pull a card for the other person. Who is pile number 1's person? What is their energy? What are they like? 8 of Cups. Okay. This is interesting. So from what I see here, okay, let's start with you. So this could go one of 2 ways. Just looking at this card independently, I have the feeling that you could be very hardworking. This is the Pentacles, so it could possibly be an earth sign, but that could just be the energy that you're embodying. So someone who's very hardworking, someone who puts in the work in order to later reap the benefits. You're not someone who just expects things to happen for you. You do recognize the importance of putting work in order to get what you want. But looking at this card in relation to this 8 of Cups, this other person's card, I'm wondering if this possibly means that in the context of this other person, this could have been a situation where you were willing to work on something with them, you were willing to work on the relationship, work on your connection with them, and that's sort of where this 8 of Pentacles energy is coming in. There was some sort of relationship or some connection here where you were willing to put in the work and you were willing to try to strengthen the relationship and really take intentional action towards doing that. So that's the other way this could be taken. Now let me go ahead and talk about this other person real quick, because I think this will make more sense once I describe this other person's energy. So this other person, we got the 8 of Cups. I'm definitely getting the sense that this is someone from a past relationship, a past connection. This is someone who chose to walk away from a past relationship or connection. So whoever this person is, you guys definitely had something together and this other person decided to walk away from it. So whether it was a breakup, you know, separation, or if it didn't even get to the point of like a full-blown relationship, this person maybe just sort of things fizzled out, they walked away. There's this sense of, again, leaving a connection and looking for something else. So like I said before, looking at this 8 of Pentacles in connection to this 8 of Cups, I'm kind of getting the sense that within this connection you were willing to work on things and you were willing to continue trying to strengthen the connection, whereas this person simply chose to walk away and not work on it. So that's sort of the energy that I'm getting here from these 2 cards. So I think right off the bat we seem to have a pretty good idea of who this person is that wants to reach out to you. Just from this 8 of Cups, definitely I'm getting the sense that, like I said, this is someone from the past, a past relationship, a past connection, and this is someone who chose to walk away. So that should narrow it down quite a bit, but let's go ahead and get some more information on this person. Okay, these cards are just popping out like crazy. Some more information on this person. Who is pile number one's person that wants to reach out to them? What are they like? What's their story? Okay, we've got the Six of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Swords. All right, let me pull one more here. And the Page of Swords. Okay, right off the bat, a lot of swords here. So definitely getting this sense that, well, one of two things. When you guys were together in the past, communication was an issue. The second thing, I definitely see this person wanting to reach out now and communicate in the present moment. So right off the bat, that's what I get from all of these swords here. Now, let's go ahead and start from the beginning here. I was sort of jumping ahead, but with the Six of Cups, exactly what we were saying before, someone from the past, okay, someone that you used to know, used to have a connection with, a relationship with. There's this feeling of nostalgia. It's very sentimental. So not only is this person from your past, but I think at one point they potentially meant a lot to you, and your connection was very deep and very important. It wasn't sort of a short fling or like a little blip. This was a very significant time in your life, because I see a lot of memories, a lot of fondness, like I said, just a lot of nostalgia. So yeah, that just sort of reinforces what we were saying before about this being someone from the past, someone that you had a connection with, and a very deep connection with as well. Again, with this Four of Swords and this Eight of Cups, I'm getting the sense that this person walked away, but them walking away from this connection didn't necessarily seem to be about you, because like I said, it seemed like you were very willing to work on things. It seemed like them walking away was more so about them with this Four of Swords here. I feel like they had a lot to work through, and they needed time to themselves, and they needed time to work on themselves and step back and be alone. I'm also getting the sense that this person maybe was very bad at making decisions, in a sense. Like maybe there was a lot of back and forth initially, and they couldn't decide whether they wanted to stay or whether they wanted to go. This person seemed like they were sort of blinded by the decisions in front of them. They didn't know what to do. They felt very stuck, maybe very stagnant, or they felt like they had no control. But then here with this Page of Swords, I feel like this person wants to reach out to you. Like, you know, like we've been saying, this person wants to reach out to you, but not only that, they want to reach out to you, they want to communicate with you, they want to have a conversation. There's just this strong desire to like talk to you with this Page of Swords here. So now that we know who this person is, and now that we know who wants to reach out to you, we have sort of a backstory here. Hopefully from this you could sort of narrow down exactly who this is. Let's go ahead and get some messages here for what they've been thinking and feeling. So we're going to go ahead and use this oracle deck and see what has pile number one's person, who wants to reach out to them, been thinking, what have they been feeling. We've got, I hid who I really am from you. Okay, what else? I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, and I am afraid to contact you. Okay, so let's start from this first one here. We've got, I hid who I really am from you. So there's something about this person where in the past they felt like they couldn't fully be themselves for whatever reason. Maybe they're afraid of disappointing you, or they were afraid they wouldn't measure up to your standards. So there's some idea that in the past, specifically in the past when you guys used to have this connection, they were hiding a part of themselves from you. And that could have been one of the big reasons why they chose to walk away, because they felt like maybe they were lying to you, they couldn't handle it anymore, they couldn't keep up this facade. So yeah, I feel like that was a big factor in them walking away in the past. And then we've got, I know that I crossed the line with you. So this could mean a lot of things for different people, but just from what we've been saying here, I think them walking away from this connection, they know that they could have possibly ruined their chance of being with you forever, because that action of walking away, they know could have been like a strong boundary for you, kind of like you're the kind of person that, like I said, you were trying to stay and work on it, but due to the fact that they chose to walk away, they know that that was a line that they crossed. So they knew that once they went over that line and once they crossed that boundary and walked out of your life, there could be no return, and they sort of took that risk anyways. But there's this idea of them walking away being a big boundary for you. Like, that's a big deal for you. You're not the kind of person who will let people walk in and out as they please. It's that idea of, if you leave now, I might not let you come back. So they seem to know that that was a big deal for you, definitely. And then here we've got, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. That's pretty straightforward. I feel like this person, they want to reach out to you. That's very clear, but they're sort of deciding whether or not they should. And that could also be part of why they feel so stuck and why they feel like they can't make a decision with this Eight of Swords here. They may feel kind of helpless. They know that they want to reach out to you, but they don't know if they should. They don't know how. So it's this idea of like staying awake and thinking about it. You know, should I, shouldn't I? What should I say? What will they think? So I feel like they may have a lot of sleepless nights where they just stay up and they play out all the possibilities. They try to practice maybe what they would say. They try to play out what would happen. So there's definitely a lot of that going on. And then lastly, we've got, I'm afraid to contact you, and that's right on top of this Page of Swords here and the Eight of Cups. So that's interesting because that Page of Swords definitely represents someone wanting to communicate, someone wanting to talk to you, to reach out. And it seems like they're afraid, again, because of that decision they made in the past to walk away. So it's coming back to that idea of knowing that they crossed a line and knowing that there is a good possibility that you won't take them back or you won't want to listen to what they have to say. So as a result, they seem afraid to contact you because they knew they crossed that line. They knew that there could be no coming back from their past decision to walk away. So they're afraid of you rejecting them or just not responding or being upset or angry or not wanting to talk to them. So as a result, they're afraid to reach out, but they very much want to. So next, I want to go ahead and get some channeled messages here. These are some of my own channeled messages. I just want to get an idea, again, what is pile number one's person thinking? What are they feeling? What is going on with pile number one's person who wants to reach out to them? Okay, first we've got, I wish you were closer. Okay, what else? We've got, it's just an excuse to talk to you. We've got, we can overcome this together. Let's do one more. Yep, I feel like I blew my shot with you. Okay, this is pretty much just exactly, you know, reiterating what we've been saying this whole time. So, first of all, with I wish you were closer, this I think could mean different things. So, first, it could mean that they wish you were closer to them, of course, like emotionally, they wish that you guys could be close, that you could be in a relationship, or just have some sort of connection. It feels like you are completely cut off or separated from this person. So the first option here is that they wish you were, you know, emotionally closer. The second option here is that there actually could be a physical distance. So maybe you guys don't live very close together. Maybe after the whole separation, one person sort of moved away, or there just could be a potential for like a physical distance here. So if that's the case, then this person definitely wishes that you were physically closer to them. So those are the two options there. We've got, it's just an excuse to talk to you. So I feel like this person, because they want to reach out, they may be sort of scheming or planning ways to talk to you. So they may be thinking of like excuses or reasons that would sort of help facilitate a conversation between you two. So that could be a number of things. I mean, so yeah, it could just, especially, it might not even be very well done. So they could just reach out to you with something super random, and it's very transparent, and you'll be able to tell that whatever they reach out to you with is just an excuse. It's not what they really want. What they really want is to talk to you about the connection, the relationship, but they may be reaching out to you with something that seems very random or insignificant. But whatever it is, it's just an excuse to talk to you. And I definitely think that you'll be able to tell, because it'll just be like so random. But definitely look out for that. If you see this person reaching out to you with something random or really sort of small or insignificant, know that it's just an excuse to talk to you about bigger things. That's not really the purpose of why they're reaching out. So definitely look out for that. We've got, we can overcome this together. So this person definitely seems to want a second chance with you. It seems like they're very much under the impression that if you were to take them back, you could work things out. And this is interesting because, like I said, this represents you. This Eight of Pentacles is you. So in the past, you were the one who wanted to work things out. You were the one who wanted to strengthen the relationship, to put the work in, to intentionally build a stronger relationship with this person. And now, you know, things have sort of turned where after having walked away from this person's coming back, and now they want to be the one to embody this Eight of Pentacles energy, and now they want to work on things, they want to overcome it, they want to strengthen the relationship. So I can see the tables have kind of turned here. And then lastly, we've got, I feel like I blew my shot with you. Exactly what we've been saying before. This person, they know that because they chose to walk away in the past, they very much could have blown their shot with you. That could have been their one and only chance, because they crossed that line and that boundary. When you were willing to stay and to work on the relationship, they chose to walk away. And because of that decision, they feel like they no longer have a chance with you. What they did maybe was unforgivable, and there's a very good chance that you won't want to give them a second chance. So yeah, we've got that. Let me go ahead and see here. I want to get an idea of what pile number one's person will be doing in the near future. What actions will they be taking? Because we know for a fact that this person wants to reach out to you. So let's see if we can get an idea of whether or not they will in the near future. What are their plans, their actions? Pile number one in the near future. Okay, yep. Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups and the Seven of Cups here. This is interesting. So I see with this Two of Cups, I see them definitely taking intentional steps towards building an equal partnership with you. This is very, like I said, intentional. This is a partnership in which both people are giving and receiving equally. So it seems like they're going to be taking steps towards that, but it's interesting because the Seven of Cups here is kind of like throwing that off. It's just this idea of confusion, things not being what they seem, maybe being confused a little bit. It's just very chaotic. So this is an interesting energy to pull from what we asked, which was, you know, actions in the near future from this person. So I feel like they definitely could come towards you with a love offering and with this offer of wanting to build a very equal partnership. But I would just be cautious because this person, when they come forward to you, it could be very confusing and maybe you won't exactly know what to do. It's one of those situations where it may seem too good to be true. Like it looks like one thing, but the reality is another. So I feel like this person maybe just has a lot happening and they really need to work things through before they're able to have like a really solid partnership with you. So I feel like what this is telling us is, yes, they will be coming forward to you and offering this sort of, you know, ideal equal partnership, but to be cautious and to be aware that this may not be what it seems. It doesn't necessarily seem like they have bad intentions, but maybe they just don't really even know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. Maybe they think they know what it means to be in an equal partnership, but it could be sort of a learning curve. There could be a lot of confusion or back and forth. So just be very cautious with this person and try to decipher what it is exactly they want, whether or not they're actually capable of offering this to you. Because it's one thing to offer it and it's another thing to actually be able to go and follow through with it. So just use your best judgment, because I feel like the tarot is saying that yes, they'll be coming forward, but just be cautious because not everything is what it seems really. So yeah, use your best judgment and make whatever decision seems right for you. And yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the rose quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and get an idea of who you are and who this other person is. I'm going to pull one card for each of you just to get an idea of the energies surrounding this and give some context to the spread. Let's go ahead and start off with you. Who is pile number 2? What is their energy? What are they like? Okay, we've got the 6 of Wands. Let's see, and who is pile number 2's person? What is their energy? What are they like? Pile number 2's person. Who wants to reach out to them? Oh, okay. We've got the 4 of Cups. This is interesting. So, first of all, with you, 6 of Wands is all about success, achievement, getting a lot of recognition for the hard work you've been doing. So I feel like you're in a really good place right now where maybe you're finally seeing a lot of your hard work pay off. People are recognizing, you know, everything that you've done. You are very successful and you've been achieving a lot of your goals. That's sort of the space that you're in right now. So just a lot of positive energy and also this idea of like victory. So maybe there's something that you've been trying to accomplish for a long time and you've been working at it and you're finally at the point now where you can see the end and you can see that goal being reached. So it just seems like you're in a really positive place right now in your life. And then this other person, we got the 4 of Cups. So this is interesting. I feel like this other person seems to be maybe a little bit indecisive. This is someone that couldn't accept what was right in front of them. Maybe this is someone that sort of rejected love from you because they were distracted by other things, by other people, by other options. It's this idea of something being offered to you and this person just completely ignoring it, whether it's because they really purposely don't want it, they're not interested, or because they're so distracted by other things, they sort of accidentally rejected it. But it's this idea of something being offered to you and this person just paying no mind, whether it be on purpose or, again, on accident, they just didn't even notice. So we'll probably get more information on that in the spread. So let's go ahead and see who wants to reach out to pile number 2. Who is this person? Okay, we've got the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, the Devil. Okay, let's do one more. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, so I think I'm getting a better idea of this Four of Cups now. So first of all, we've got 2 zodiac signs here. We have the Hermit, which is the Virgo card, and then we've got the Devil, which is the Capricorn card. That's interesting because those are both earth signs, so that's sort of a weird coincidence. But okay, now that we have this here, I kind of understand more about this Four of Cups. So like I was saying, this idea of something being offered to you and you just, this other person just like ignoring it or rejecting it flat out. I'm getting the sense that this person seemed to be going through a lot in their life at the time, and that may have been one of the factors behind them either rejecting the love or simply not paying any mind to it, because they had so much other stuff going on here. So this person that wants to reach out to you, this is someone who may be more introverted, more reserved, a little less open with their feelings. The Hermit talks about going inward, reflecting, doing a lot of inner work. So this person who wants to reach out to you, this could just be their personality in general, where they tend to be a little bit more quiet, more reserved, more isolated, or they could have just been in a period of isolation where this isn't necessarily how they are all the time, but they had to do a lot of inner work and reflection, and for that reason they were sort of going into hermit mode, not going out as much, not hanging out with friends, staying in a lot. So that could go one of two ways. That could just be their personality in general, or that could just be sort of the headspace that they were in, or that they are in. And then with this Ten of Wands here, I see them having to carry a lot of heavy burdens. This is someone who is not very good at asking for help. They would rather carry, take on the weight of the world and carry all these burdens and just sort of suck it up and deal with it and not ask for help. There's something about this person where they are very unable to let people in and let people know that they're struggling, and they'd rather just sort of put on a brave face and power through it and continue carrying all of these things that they've been carrying. So that's what the Ten of Wands is. With this Devil here, I see a lot of, this could go back to that idea of inner work and not being able to ask for help. This is just some sort of like issue. The Devil represents some negative aspect or trait that doesn't really serve someone. So it could be like a very wide variety of things. This could be something as simple as, maybe being a little bit controlling and not being able to ask for help. This could be trust issues, codependency, addiction. It's just like a very wide range that the Devil could talk about. But just in general, it's a negative thing, a negative trait, a negative characteristic that does not serve this person. So I definitely see that playing a role in this. And again, Like I said, these 3 cards, this Hermit, all of these carrying these heavy burdens, these issues, could be a very big part of why they seemed to sort of reject this love offering in the past. It seems like they just had a lot going on. And then lastly, with this Ace of Swords, this definitely confirms that they want to reach out. So whatever this person was going through, it seemed like they sort of worked through it, or they've come to a place where they are sort of at peace, or they've come to a better place, they've settled down, and now they're in a position where they do want to reach out to you, they do want to communicate with you, they want to have a conversation. So I definitely see this person wanting to reach out. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to pull some oracle cards because I want to get an idea of what this person is sort of thinking or feeling. So we're going to go ahead and use this oracle deck. What is pile number 2's person who wants to reach out to them? What are they thinking or feeling? Okay. We've got finding out the truth crushed me. We've got I lost myself for a little while. Let's do one more. We've got it was my fault, but I blamed you. Let's see what else. And one last one. So many things remind me of you. Okay. So first of all, right here we've got finding out the truth crushed me. This is pretty general, so I think this could mean different things for different people, but there's something that happened in this person's life, whether it was with you or whether it was, you know, with someone else in this person's life, that maybe sort of caused them to go into this hermit mode and really address some of their issues that they had. So like I said, some truth came out that maybe was a little bit hard to handle, and as a result, I think that was sort of the catalyst for them going into this period of, you know, inner work and self-reflection. We've got I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, again, going along with what we said, this person rejecting this love offer didn't seem to have anything to do with you or anything to have to do with them being interested in other people. It seemed to be about themselves. They were going through a really hard period in their life where, like it says, they lost themselves, and again, I think that's why they had to go into this hermit mode, address these issues that they have, these negative characteristics, because they just got to a point where they were sort of hitting rock bottom and they lost themselves, and as a result they had to sort of cut off other people and be by themselves in order to get to a better place. And then we've got it was my fault, but I blamed you. I feel like, especially this falling on top of the devil, I feel like maybe this is sort of a big issue they had, like a reoccurring issue where maybe they used to be the type of person who would constantly blame other people for their shortcomings. So I feel like in the past maybe this happened a lot where something would go wrong, and instead of taking accountability they would immediately look for someone else to blame, and some of the time that definitely could have been you. So again, I feel like this is an issue they had in the past that they had to address and work on for sure. And then lastly, we've got so many things remind me of you right on top of this Ace of Swords. So I definitely think that this constant reminder of you, them constantly thinking about you, has something to do with the fact that, or has definitely influenced the fact that they want to reach out to you, because this person seems to just be going about their daily life and like, yeah, they'll just be going around their daily life and they'll just be seeing things or hearing things, and whatever it is, they seem to be able to make some sort of connection to you. So they feel constantly reminded of you, and as a result, I think that's specifically why they've been wanting to reach out and thinking about reaching out, because also it may feel like a lot of these things are signs, like they'll see things that remind them of you, and maybe they're sort of taking it as like an omen or a sign from the universe to reach out to you. So next I want to do some of my own channeled messages here, just to get more of an idea of what pile number 2's person who wants to reach out to them, what they've been thinking and feeling. So let's see what we've got here. We've got, I know all your favorite things. We've got, we can overcome this together. What else? We've got, I love hanging out with you. We've got, you make me nervous. Let's do one more. Pile number 2's persons. We've got, I wish you were closer. Okay. So let's start out over here. We've got, I know all your favorite things. So this person seems to feel like they know you very well. And I think this reminds me of this other card where they said so many things remind me of you. I feel like as they go through their, you know, daily tasks or whatever, as they're just living their life, they may see things that remind them of you, because they know everything that you like. They know all of your favorite things, and as a result, when they see those things, it'll remind them of you, and it'll sort of, they kind of take it as a sign, like that they should reach out to you, like we were saying earlier. So this person seems to think that they know you very well. They know all the things that you like, and yeah, maybe they are just seeing those things a lot right now. We've got, we can overcome this together. So this person seems to think that should you decide to give them another chance, you guys could work through whatever happened in the past and come back stronger than before. So they seem to have a lot of faith in you and in this relationship, and they see a lot of potential for this to turn out really well. And like, you know, those past influences sort of don't matter as much, because they think that you guys could make such a strong partnership that you could overcome those things. We've got, I love hanging out with you. So again, this person seems to really enjoy you. They seem to enjoy your company. They feel like they know you really well. They enjoy being with you. They enjoy talking to you. They just feel a very deep connection to you. And that's another thing. Again, I'm getting the sense that whatever rejection happened in the past had nothing to do with you specifically. It was all of these other issues they were going through, because they do seem to really like you and they seem to really enjoy being around you. So I definitely think whatever happened in the past wasn't personal against you. It was some issue with themselves. We've got, you make me nervous. So I think, especially now that you have all this achievement and all this success, this person is sort of looking at you and maybe a little bit nervous to approach you, because you are sort of beyond, maybe they feel like you're a little bit out of their league, or that you deserve someone different from who they are. This could also have something to do with the fact that they're a little bit nervous to reach out because of what happened in the past, because of whatever, you know, however things ended. Maybe they're afraid that you don't want to hear from them, or maybe they're afraid that you'll reject them. So there's something here about you that makes them very nervous, I think, to reach out to you or to talk to you. It could just be, you know, the way that you are because you're so incredible, or it could be because of what happened in the past. And then lastly, we've got, I wish you were closer. So this could mean one of two things. I feel like this could be emotionally. They wish that you guys were closer. They wish that you had more of a connection or more of a relationship. Or this could be like physically. So there could be a physical distance between you. Maybe you guys don't live very close to each other. Maybe someone moved further away. So that could go both ways. Either they wish that they were emotionally closer to you, or there's like a literal physical distance between the two of you. So lastly, I want to get an idea of, I want to get an idea of what actions this person's going to be taking in the near future. So what is pile number 2's person? What are their actions going to be in the near future? What are they planning on doing? Okay, interesting. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles and the Tower. So, okay. So I feel like this person is planning on completely changing their life. I think they're very different from how they used to be when you knew them, or they're very different from how they were in the past, and they're planning on continuing to change this. This person's looking for like a complete transformation in their life. They're looking for a big change. They don't want to continue things the way that they were going. They want to kind of reset, I'm getting here, but this Tower is not striking me as a negative thing. It seems like a very intentional and positive thing, because we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. So I feel like this person is looking to completely change their life for the better. I see them wanting to be stable, wanting to be financially stable, wanting to have a stable relationship. I see a lot of abundance, but also very practical and grounded. This person seems to want like a really solid future, and as a result, they recognize that there's a lot of things they need to change in order to achieve that. But this person needs to be like switching things up because they want a stable, practical, solid, grounded future. They want to be financially stable, like I said. They want to be in an emotionally stable relationship. They want something long term. They're not looking for, you know, anything surface level. They don't want like a fling. They want to really build things that will last a long time. They want a lifelong partnership, and they want, you know, lifelong financial stability. So I see them really intentionally working towards these goals. But as a result, there could be some really big changes that have to happen before they can get to that, I think. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the clear quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and start off by pulling 2 cards here. One of them is going to represent you. One of them is going to represent the other person, just so we can get an idea of the sort of energies at play here. So let's start off with you. Whoops, okay. Okay, so this is going to represent you. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, and let's go ahead and pull a card for this person who wants to reach out to you. What is their energy? 10 of Cups. Okay. This is interesting. So the 6 of Pentacles here, I'm getting the sense that you are a very generous person. You're a very giving person. You're not someone who simply like takes and takes from people. You don't drain other people, whether it's, you know, emotionally, financially, or like spiritually. You're the type of person who tends to give. So maybe you find yourself giving more than you're receiving. Maybe you find yourself in partnerships where you feel like you're giving them everything and you're not really getting anything back, because the 6 of Pentacles just talks about a very generous person, and someone who is just very giving, like I said, whether it's with your time, with your money, with your energy, with your love. It's just this idea of wanting to give to other people and not being afraid of, you know, whether or not they're also giving back to you. This other person with this 10 of Cups, this is interesting. I feel like this other person has the potential to be like a lifelong partner. This person who wants to reach out to you, they seem to want this sort of fairy tale ending with you where you have all the abundance and all of the money and all of the love and all the joy. It's just this like super happy ending. So I feel like this person who wants to reach out to you, this is their intentions for you, this is what they want, and this is sort of the potential of the connection. So let's go ahead and see if we can get more information on this here. Who is this person that wants to reach out to pile number 3? What is their story? Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. We've got 2 knights here. Let's see, one more. Death. Okay. Let me see here. So okay. Oops. I was going to pull a clarifying card for this Death card, and we got Strength. That just sort of popped out. I don't know if you could see that, but okay, I think I have a better idea of what's happening here. So, first of all, this person who wants to reach out to you, I feel like in the past, maybe they came on very strong. This person seems to be super, maybe they act very quickly, or they don't think about things all the way through. They just sort of come on very strong, very hastily. But I'm seeing that in the past, this approach didn't really work out. I feel like maybe this is someone that you sort of spoke to in the past, but things didn't get super serious. I'm not seeing like a really long-term relationship here. Maybe this is just someone that you briefly spoke to, or maybe briefly dated. It doesn't seem super long-term. I think this is someone that you've crossed paths with before, but like I said, it wasn't a super deep connection yet. Whatever it was seemed to happen very quickly and then also end very quickly. So yeah, but I'm getting the sense that you know this person. So in the past, maybe you had a really short fling, or maybe it was like one date, or maybe you just simply spoke to this person, but whatever it was, it didn't seem to work out. Someone just wasn't into it. Maybe one or both of you walked away from it, or it just didn't seem like you were compatible. But I see something, yeah, very short and fleeting. And then here with this Knight of Wands, this person may be very like outgoing, very friendly. Maybe they tend to date a lot of people is kind of what I'm getting here. They just have a very flirty personality. And okay, I see what's happening here. Yeah, so this person seems to be very, very outgoing. Maybe they date a lot of people. But what I see here is that all of that is coming to an end. There's some sort of transformation here and some change happening to this person where they're sort of evolving from this Knight of Wands, this sort of, you know, flirtatious player energy, to this 10 of Cups. So this is sort of where they have been in the past, or in the recent past, and this is where they want to be. They're getting to the point where this is not fulfilling them. This isn't where they want to continue. What they want is this happy ending, this fairy tale ending. But in order to get to point A to point B, there needs to be a huge transformation, a change. This old personality or this own persona needs to pretty much die in order for them to get what they want, which is a long-term, emotionally fulfilling partnership, someone that they could, a lifelong partner. So I see them sort of moving on from this past energy of being very, very flirtatious, very charming, maybe sort of dating around, to that persona dying and them moving on to wanting something more serious. And with this Strength card, I'm just getting, yeah, that sense of like moving on from this past relationship, growing up, maturing, and wanting something new. The Strength card is also the Leo card, and the wands represent fire signs, so that could be relevant as well. But yeah, just in general, I'm seeing maybe you did cross paths with this person in the past, didn't work out, maybe it just was very fleeting. This person just seemed to have a history of dating around, being very flirtatious, not really settling down, but that's changing now, where that old personality is sort of not working for them anymore. It's not, that old lifestyle isn't working for them anymore. They want something different, they want something serious, and as a result, they're going through this transformation, they're growing up, they're maturing, they're moving on. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards here. I want to get some messages from this person, what they've been thinking, what they've been feeling, this person that wants to reach out. What are their thoughts and feelings? We've got, I knew exactly what I was doing. Let's see, what else? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. I feel you even though we are apart. And let's do one more. I love you. Okay, that's very straightforward. Okay, so this is interesting. This is pretty much, this is very aligned to what we've already been saying here. So we've got, I knew exactly what I was doing. This person seemed to be very aware of how they were and who they were in the past. It wasn't that idea of like them being very innocent and like they didn't even know that they were leading people on. It seemed like they were very aware that they were sort of like a player kind of, and they knew what they were doing. So it wasn't like an accident or whatever happened in the past seemed to be very intentional, and they're sort of taking accountability for that. They're not pretending like they had no idea. They're taking responsibility. So then we've got, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. This is interesting because it's right on top of that Six of Swords, which talks about walking away from something, leaving something that doesn't serve you, leaving something in search for something better. So this is interesting. In the past, if you guys crossed paths and you are now, if you guys crossed paths and then one or both of you walked away from it, it seemed like it was actually kind of hard on this person. And maybe this is actually what was sort of the cause of them changing, wanting this change. The fact that it was so hard to let you go maybe kind of caught them off guard, and they came to the realization that this Knight of Wands lifestyle wasn't really what they wanted anymore. Because first of all, it was hard to let you go, and then once you were gone, they could still feel your presence even though you were no longer with them. So maybe they were still thinking about you, they still felt a lot of, you know, deep emotions for you. So I think this may actually be the reason why they were sort of pushed into that change. Maybe they were kind of caught off guard because they were caught off guard by how hard it was to let you go, and the fact that they were still thinking about you even when you were done. And then we've got I love you. That's pretty straightforward. I feel like this person really wants this Ten of Cups with you. There's something about you, maybe because you're so generous, so giving, that they are very drawn to you and they feel like you're very special, and as a result they want this sort of fairy tale, you know, lifelong partnership with you specifically. I feel like this change and this transformation is happening not only because of you, but for you. So next I have my own channeled messages here that I want to go ahead and pick a few of. So we're just continuing to get thoughts and feelings from pile number 3's person who wants to reach out to them. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. We've got, we would be great together. What else? We've got, you make me nervous. What else? I love talking to you. And I want you to be mine. Let's do one more. I love these. Hold on. Let's see what else we have here. My friends all know about you. Okay. So let's see here. We'll start from the beginning. We've got, we would be great together. So again, that idea of that 10 of Cups, this person seems to think that you and them have a potential to, of course, be great together, but to have like a really solid long-term partnership. There's something about you where they feel like you guys would be really great partners and be able to last a really long time and have this fairy tale ending of, you know, abundance and like maybe a family and just lifelong happiness with each other. We've got, you make me nervous. So yeah, there's something about this person where maybe they're a little bit hesitant to reach out to you. For some reason they're a little bit nervous. Maybe it's just because, you know, of their feelings towards you. Maybe it's because they're afraid of, you know, what happened in the past. But either way, there seems to be something here that is sort of, they're kind of in their head and they're wondering maybe if they should reach out. They definitely want to, but they're a little bit nervous. And then we've got, I love talking to you. So maybe this is someone that you've had really great conversations with. You're able to communicate with very effortlessly. Maybe you guys have a lot of good conversations, and it seems to flow, like I said, very effortlessly. It's not forced, and you guys just seem to have a really good time together talking. This person seems to really enjoy talking to you too. Maybe they even feel like you understand them really well, which could be part of the reason why they enjoy talking to you so much. We've got, I want you to be mine. So yeah, just like we said before, especially right on top of this, I love you. I feel like that's very telling. This person seems to be very genuine in their feelings for you, and also very like intense and passionate. So they have a lot of feelings. They feel very passionate about this, but it feels very genuine and very sincere. This person very intentionally wants you to be part of their life. And I think that's a really big factor behind them wanting to reach out to you. And then lastly, we've got, my friends all know about you. So maybe this person sort of talks about you a lot. Maybe they talk about, you know, how much they like you, or they talk about the fact that they want to reach out to you. At this point, their friends all know who you are. And I think it's because they sort of will use their friends to, what's the word? They try to get like an opinion maybe of like, should I reach out? Should I not? What should I say? Do you think they'll give me another chance? Or do you think they'll be interested? So I just feel like they've talked about you so much to the point where their friends already know who you are. It could also be possible that maybe you guys have the same friend group, but either way, their friends all know about you. So that's that. And then lastly, I just want to pull 2 cards here for actions that this person will take in the near future. So what are they going to be planning or doing in the near future? What actions will they be taking? Oops. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups and King of Wands. Okay, definitely think this person's going to be reaching out. This Ace of Cups talks about a love offering, a new relationship. I feel like this person's not only going to be reaching out, but they're going to be very straightforward. With this King of Wands energy, I'm definitely getting a lot of fire energy from this person, but I'm getting the sense that this person doesn't sort of like tiptoe around or, you know, play games kind of. They seem to be very straightforward, and if they want something, they're going to go for it. They're going to be very blunt. They're not going to be shy about it. So I feel like this person's going to be very straightforward. I definitely see them coming towards you with a love offering, wanting a relationship, wanting to start something new. And like I said, being very straightforward about it, not shying away. I think they're going to make it very clear. So yeah, that's a pretty clear message of what's happening. Definitely expect to hear from them, and don't be surprised if they have like a love offering for you, or if they sort of reveal their feelings or reveal their emotions for you. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.